Meanwhile, in Brussels, the divide within the European Union is widening. Earlier this month, the bloc made a bold move. It slapped tariffs on Chinese EVs, electric vehicles. The decision virtually brought Brussels to the brink of a trade war with Beijing. But it seems the EU's pressure campaign is about to fall apart. Disagreements have emerged within the bloc. Not everyone is on board with a plan. Earlier this week, EU members held a meeting. There was a secret vote about the tariff plan. It's called an advisory ballot, meaning it's an indicative vote, sort of like a drip test. The vote is not legally binding, but it reveals where members stand on the issue. And where do they stand on the tariff plan? 12 European Union members voted in favor of it, 4 members were against it, and 11 abstained. Now, we don't know how each and every EU member voted. Remember, this was a secret ballot, but some details have leaked. Apparently, some key member countries abstained, like Germany, Finland, and Sweden. And their support is going to be important for the plan to succeed. If they don't change their position, the tariff plan could derail. And what is the plan? Brussels wants to charge up to 37% tax on electric vehicles imported from China. They want to raise the tax to 37%, but for the moment, these tariffs are provisional. Any such decision needs to be ratified by EU members through a majority vote. Now, there are 27 countries in the European Union. 27 countries are members of the bloc. At least 15 of them need to vote in favor for a proposal to be ratified. As of today, Brussels is short of 3 votes. They have time till November to reverse this, and China senses an opportunity here. It is building pressure on Brussels. Beijing has threatened to slap restrictions on European imports, and they're targeting 3 products primarily: pork, luxury cars, and premium cognacs. Beijing says Europe is dumping these goods in the Chinese market.
The facts should be objective and mutually recognized by both parties, rather than unilaterally determined. It is hoped that the European side will make decisions based on facts and rules which are reasonable and objective.
So there was a clear tug of war on trade. Now, China is retaliating against EU tariffs. In such a scenario, Brussels needs to put up a united front. But the bloc seems increasingly divided, especially on the foreign policy front. So tariffs is one issue. This week, there was another. This week, they snubbed Viktor Orban, the Prime Minister of Hungary. Budapest is about to host a foreign policy summit. Hungary is currently the president. They hold the rotating presidency of the European Union, so they want to shape the bloc's foreign policy agenda. But other EU members are not on board, and they have decided to boycott this summit in Hungary. They plan to hold an event of their own.
To mark our disapproval with the Prime Minister Orban's uncoordinated trip to third countries on the issue in particular of the war in Ukraine, which have indeed harmed the indispensable image of unity of the European Union. And to mark this agreement, this symbolic gesture has been taken.
They're angry about Orban's recent foreign trips. He visited Ukraine, Russia and China and met with Zelensky, Putin and Xi Jinping. Orban called this visit a peace mission. But it wasn't sanctioned by Brussels. None of the EU member countries were consulted about the so-called peace mission. And now Viktor Orban is facing a boycott, but he seems undeterred. The Hungarian leader is increasingly projecting himself as a leader for Europe, and he's taking this campaign quite seriously. He's been putting out Hollywood-style promotional videos.
Washingtonból jelentkezem, itt folytatjuk a békemissziót, most ért véget a találkozóm. Elnök urat arra kértem, hogy támogasson bennünket a békemissziónkban. Most ért véget a találkozóm Xi Jinping elnök úrral. A háborúban a végső szót persze a háborúzó felek mondják ki, de döntő befolyása van 3 világhatalomnak. Dialógus és diplomáciai csatornák nélkül nem tudjuk elérni a békét. Mert a béke nem magától lesz, hanem meg kell teremteni, azért dolgozni kell. Azt akartam megtudni, hogy merre van a békéhez vezető legrövidebb út.
The videos are impressive, but they only highlight the deep divisions in Europe, the disunion in the European Union.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished. On the show today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can we expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
Start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. The first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost